All right, hello. This is Matt Hunter here, and for everyone watching, I do apologize for the quality of my video right now. I am using my it's a new laptop I just was gifted to me the other day because my main computer, the fan in it kind of makes this revolving noise that you hear on video. So I'm just using this other one I was just gifted the other day. And clearly the webcam is not as HD as I think we all would appreciate. But nonetheless, it is not about me tonight. This is about everyone here learning about making an income online. And guys, I'm super passionate about this. This is what I do full time at this point in my life. I work for for myself online, doing affiliate marketing, digital marketing. I've been teaching myself a little bit more about social media marketing agencies and stuff like that. So for more about more of that is more focused on like local businesses and getting them more customers walking in their door and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different ways you can really use online marketing, and I'm just going to kind of go over something how basically explain to you how you can start making a side income or a full-time income for yourself online using sales funnels, and I'll break that down as we start to kind of go through some slides here. So I am going to pop over and start sharing my screen, and then we'll kind of go from there. Also, just to clear the air, there will be a bit of a product at the end of the webinar that you can buy, right? So I'm just, if this way you don't have to be sitting there thinking like, oh, well, he's gonna sell me something or whatever. You can just kind of like know that there's something that you will have the opportunity to be a part of at the end, and otherwise you can just pay attention here and take notes and all that sort of thing. It looks like I'm not going to be able to be on the screen, but that's fine. You don't need to see my face. So anyways, let's just jump right in here. So I'm Matt Hunter, as this says right here, and we are going to be talking about how you can start creating an income online with this step-by-step process. It's very straightforward. Like I just said, it's a lot about online marketing and learning how to build sales funnels. So let's just dive in here. So how can you create a side or full-time income by creating and leveraging sales funnels? Do you even know what sales funnels are? Are you under the, do you even understand that they're important? And then also, how do sales funnels make you money? So these are some of the questions that a lot of people have when you start talking about funnels and online marketing. Most of the time people only know a funnel as what we use to fill our car with oil, right? Or something like that. And it's actually much, much more than that. So with online marketing, basically when we say sales funnels, we are basically talking about a sequence of events online that happen that a prospect goes through to qualify themselves as someone who's a prospect, and then someone who is a lead, and then someone who is a customer, right? And throughout that process, we have different stages that they go through. So for example, on the front end, on Facebook or YouTube or wherever we have our marketing, there's an ad that person can click on, and then they can request more information going down deeper into the funnel. They can enter their email address for a PDF or a masterclass registration or an ebook or something like that. And most of you should know what that is because you've requested that from one of my ads as well. If you're here at all, you've clicked on one of my ads, so you kind of have been through a funnel. And then once they get that information, there's always an invitation to take the next step. So then they can go on to, attend the masterclass and then buy the product or service, right? And that in its entirety is a sales funnel. So pretty straightforward. We like to draw it out in a funnel shape, but either way, it's pretty straightforward. So why are sales funnels important? Well, they're important because for online marketers, that is the lifeblood of how we make money. So you do need to get good at making sales funnels, and you have to get good at setting them up efficiently, and getting high optimization rates and like high conversion rates and stuff like that. And without a sales funnel, you're just for example, like people with Etsy stores, right? They don't really have a sales funnel. A customer just goes to their website and then they buy or they don't. Whereas a sales funnel, you're kind of pre-qualifying your customer. They said yes to the ad. They said yes to entering their email address. They said yes to signing up for the class. They said yes for attending the class. Then they and then the more likely they are to say yes at the purchase, right, at the sale. So they're important because they pre-qualify your customers, and it also brings a level of automation to your business, because you set up the work for a sales funnel one time, and then that funnel works for you, feeding in new customers, following up with autoresponders, doing all this type of work for you, while you can be out doing other things, maybe spending time with your kids, maybe taking the relational other out on a date or something like that, or maybe it's a little vacation, or a little maybe it's just a little R&R at home, whatever that might be. Having these sales funnels set up for you allows you to kind of take that time for yourself. And so then, how do sales funnels make us money? I think that's kind of been covered here. They make us money because they are that's like I said, it's the lifeblood of business. I mean, if people are going through our sales funnel, then they are becoming a lead. They're becoming a customer. They're ultimately turning into sales for us. So they make, when we make sales, we make commissions. So we make money from it. That's how. So we'll move on here. So how else can we make multiple 5 figures in the next 6 months other than using sales funnels? I mean, I said here, you can try your luck treasure hunting, but I'll be building funnels, right? And that's just the truth. Like, with a sales funnel, you do have the opportunity to make massive money very quickly. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's nothing like that. It's simply marketing, right? And, like, for example, like if someone sells homes, luxury homes, where they make 40 grand commission on a sale of a home, then if you can imagine, if that real estate agent set up a funnel, marketed online for people interested in luxury homes, and then started landing leads and like selling some of those homes more, like let's say he averaged 1 home a month, you're making 40 grand a month, right? Whereas if you're only, if you're relying on word-to-word marketing, mouth-to-mouth marketing, you have a limit of how many people you can talk to in a month. Whereas your ad for those luxury homes could be shown to thousands and thousands of people a day, right? So then the people who can get in touch with you is much higher. It's a much faster turnaround rate. And then, you might be able to bump that up to 2 homes a month or 3 homes a month. And now you're making $80,000 or $120,000 a month just because that you're selling those 3 houses, right? So, and it's all relative to what you're selling, obviously, but it's something that you can set up, do the work for it, have it running on automation, and it can make you multiple 5 figures in the next 6 months. I say 6 months because it's a reasonable amount of time to learn the skills and get some ads out there and start your online business. It's not too crazy to think that. Oh, I'm jumping ahead here. Let's go back. Okay. So you can't pass on a 9-to-5 to your kids, right? Just going off of this, making 5 figures a month, you start to make legacy money, right? I mean, if you had the opportunity to pass on your kids no money or a lot of money, you pass on a lot of money, right? I mean, you're not typically getting wealthy off of a 9-to-5, so you're not typically going to have any legacy to pass on to your children. If that's not important to you, then that's fine too, if you don't have kids or whatever it might be. But to be able to build something that is willable, right? That is kind of counting towards something bigger than you. This allows you to do that, right? Maybe if it's even charity work and you want to hand off, big donations to charity or something like that, or set up funnels for charities to help funnel them more funds. That's something you can do as well. And when you understand how to use your funnel, it's automated and constantly working for you. So I covered that there as well. So really, I just want you to get a very clear picture that you have everything for you that you need. So and I mean, if you're looking to make wealth within the next 3 months, 6 months, a year, you're standing on the gold mine right now. So keep that in mind. So something you might be thinking as we're going through this is some of these things here. These are the most popular. I don't have the tech skills to do this. This is probably going to cost too much money. They can do this, but I'm not sure that I can do it. Or I've tried something like this before and it didn't work for me. So I think that we've all been in situations like this where we, have these self-limiting beliefs about us that we can't do it, or, I don't have the skills to do it, or, I don't have the money to be able to afford this or something like that. And I just want to say those are all like lies in your brain. And what your brain does is essentially it thinks in terms of safety so that you don't get eaten by bears and lions and stuff like that. Back in the day, that's how brains were supposed to think, to keep you safe. And now we have all these same thoughts, but it's to keep us safe. But what it ends up doing is sometimes holds us back, right? And we're not going to get eaten by some of these things. And we need to start letting ourselves know that we are capable, we can do it, and all these things. So let's just kind of go over these one by one and get these covered here. So, I don't have the tech skills, right? Many of us got started with little to no tech skills at all. I basically, I knew how to use Facebook and some of the stuff like that. I mean, Google and what have you. But other than those things, I had no idea about anything tech. I've worked with people in their 60s doing this now who didn't even know. One guy didn't even know that you could open another tab on Google Chrome, like on your web browser. He thought you had to open Google Chrome again. So he had no tech background. He was actually a chef, and he's making, I'm pretty sure, like $10,000 to $15,000 a month right now. So, and he's only been in for doing this for a couple of years. So many of us get started with that, and we go through this step-by-step training that's offered, and we start learning. Right? We go through the step-by-step training, we start learning. It's literally click-by-click training. So those of you who are saying, I just can't do it, right? I don't think I have the tech skills to do it. We literally walk you across the street, hand in hand. Like, we start with the domain name, click by click. You can go through, like, watch the video, pause it, go over, do the 3 clicks he just did. Go over, play it, pause it, go back, do the couple clicks he just did. You can do that through the whole process. And at the very, very end, you will have a finished, completely functioning, automated sales funnel, right? So if you could have an automated sales funnel built click by click alongside of you, already running, ready to go, and now you have all that training at your fingertips, you have the funnel at your fingertips, do you think that you'd be able to succeed with that funnel? I'm pretty sure you could. On the part of this is going to cost a fortune, what is the cost of not knowing it? Right? That's like the big question. What's the cost of not knowing? Because in my life, there's been a lot of opportunities I've had to buy into something, whether it was an investment, whether it was like a business partnership, whether it was little opportunity or anything like that. I've had plenty of opportunities to buy into something, and I didn't do it because of money holding me back. And the funny thing is that because I was already struggling, I just continued to struggle. I struggled and struggled and struggled for the next however long, literally until I decided to make a change. And when I look back on those times, had I just struggled a little more when I was already struggling, but got the knowledge and the applicable like wisdom that I could have got at the time, I would have been leagues ahead of where I am today. I would be leagues ahead of where I am today. So the true question you have to ask yourself is, what's the cost of not knowing it, right? What is the cost of not knowing? Going back to the last slide, if you had all of this at your fingertips, sales funnel, proven sales funnel, it's already converting, you have all this stuff going on, and then you apply it, you put an ad, you get it running, right? You start getting leads, you start making sales while you're sleeping, while you're going skiing, while you're going to the bathroom, while you're at the grocery store. Ding, 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 ding. Your email's going off on your phone. Sale, sale, sale. It sounds crazy, but that's literally how it will start going for you. As long as you apply the strategies and you actually do what I'm talking about. That's how things go. I was sicker than my mind one night, and I woke up, I had the flu, it was just horrible. Ding, guess what? Sale. It's a bittersweet moment, but it's cool when you're getting sales, without doing it. And is the cost of getting those sales, is that better? Like, what are you losing, right? By not buying something? What are you losing financially by not buying it? Because there will be a slight monetary, loss there, but you're gaining something equal or greater than equal in value that can make you life-changing money. Like I said, multiple 5 figures in 6 months is very possible. So what is the cost of not knowing it? That's where we'll leave that. They can do it, but I don't think I can do it. And if anyone can do this, anyone can do this. That's just what the truth of it is. I've seen everyone from an 11-year-old girl all the way up to like a 75-year-old man making sales online, building sales funnels. Everybody in between is doing this just the same way. So if anyone can do this, anyone can do this, right? And you are a part of that anyone. So alongside of this, when you do get started with us, you get a community of people to help and support you, people who have already done it, right? People that all the theys that can do it, they are going to help you answer all your questions and help you build your funnel. And when you struggle with something, guess what? So many of those people that already have done it are willing to get on a phone call with you or a Zoom like this one and help you succeed, right? I mean, it's this huge community of people. So like all of the theys that can do it, they already did it. So why wouldn't they be able to help you do it as well, right? Aside from the community, guys, we throw a lot of different reading lists at you with books that will change your life, help you start thinking more positively, help you change your perspective. There's events that like literally will do the same things, life-changing events. I mean, Brittany and I, my fiance and I, went to an event actually thrown by this company, and we left the event engaged. So if that says anything, I mean, the event was life-changing. I can't say anything more about it than that, but it will change how you see the world in a great, great, great way. So, there's a lot of other things other than just, marketing that we do. I mean, we help really bring the best you out, because we know that you can do this as well. And we want you to know that as well. So I just put down here, it's kind of a life-changing decision disguised as an online business, because that's kind of a joke we've all said before, because you get in to make money online and then you realize like, oh my gosh, it's all so much greater than this, So if they can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. Boom. I've tried something like that and it didn't work. And when someone has car trouble, I don't know if you can see this whole slide. It looks like a little crammed here, but when someone has car trouble, do they never drive again? That's kind of the question I like to ask that people who have that response, because I've tried plenty of things in my life too that didn't work. I've been in businesses that failed where I spent thousands of dollars and made like 40 bucks. You know, I've been in businesses, that like I made $500 one day and I lost $900 that night. You know, I've been in all sorts of these different things. And yes, some of them didn't work for me, right? Some of them I worked poorly, but that doesn't mean you get off the horse. It doesn't mean every single one you ever come across is wrong or bad, right? So I'll just leave it at that. Like, I'm sure you have tried some stuff, and I don't know what happened as to why it didn't work for you in the past, but I'm here to tell you that it's working for myself and a lot of other people I know, and it can work for you too. You just have to keep going. It's like a bike. You fall off, you get back on. All right, so this comes down to the question, guys. How can you get started tonight? And what do you get? I know that we're all freaking out excited like this woman here, How can you get started tonight and what do you get? Let's dive into it, huh? So, you get a deep dive coaching process and live coaching call, right? It's about I think it's about an hour, just over an hour of video footage that you watch for the coaching process. You go through a whole questionnaire. You get very clear on your 50,000 foot view of what you want out of life, your perfect day. What are your goals? Like, why do you want an online business? What is it for? You know what I mean? And then when you answer that, we're going to ask why. When you answer that, why? We want the deep-rooted answer. Like, why are you doing this, right? And we want you to know that answer, right? So this coaching process and all that, live coaching call, you'll hop on with the coach. You'll go over everything with them, and they'll get you on your way, valued at $299. We have a click-by-click training taking you from the domain name all the way to a completed sales funnel. I've covered that already tonight, but it's a $499 value. Easy, like easy. It's probably worth more than that, to be honest. But you got to think about like how much are you going to make from this, right? And then also on top of that, you get a community of like-minded entrepreneurs where 5, 6, 7, and 8-figure earners are all in that community, there to help you answer all of your questions, right? So that's at a $499 value as well, bringing the total value to $1,297. And obviously, we're not going to make you pay that much, but let's just ask these questions. Where will you be in a year if you don't start today? And where will you be if you do? Right? If what I just listed, if we gave you those things, and from those things, with that fully functioning sales funnel that you build alongside of one of our coaches, and that you get running, if that makes you, if you paid that $12.99, that it's right here, the value at $12.97. If you paid $12.97 and you got that funnel and you started making sales on a product that was, even if it was making you like $100 a sale, and you started making sales, is that not worth it? That'd be worth it, right? You make 13 sales. I mean, your value's back. You just made all your money back. That'd be worth it, right? You have 5, 6, 7, and 8-figure earners all there to help you answer questions. I'm here to help you answer questions. I mean, it's another thing I was going to mention as well. Like, anyone who gets started tonight, let's just make this clear. Anyone who gets started tonight or over this weekend, I'll say by Sunday at midnight, you have me as a coach as well. You have me as a mentor, and I'm going to send you 2 books. I'm going to send you 2 books. One when you like get started, and I'm going to send you one when you prove something to me, and you'll know what that is. Once you get started, you'll know what that is. So, but I'll send you 2 books. So anyone from here on out to Sunday, from here to Sunday at midnight, you will get that as well. But answer the question, guys. Where will you be in a year if you don't start today? Are you going to be in the same place? In the same place as where you are right now? Wanting to, you want more money. I mean, that's why you got on my email list originally. You want more money. You want more success. So where are you going to be today if you don't start today? Or where are you going to be in a year if you don't start right now? And if you did start right now, where would you be in a year? Think about that. So here's, again, just a restat, guys, the deep dive coaching process and live coaching call, value at $299. The click-by-click training taking you from the domain name all the way to a completed sales funnel valued at $499, and a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, 5, 6, 7, and 8-figure earners, all there in that community to help answer all of your questions, valued at $499. Total value is $1,297. You pay $99 plus tax and shipping for all of that. And if you get started by Sunday at midnight, 2 books from me, mentorship with me, as many Zoom calls with me as your freaking heart desires. Like, we will hop on, we will be best friends if you want. All that for $99. You believed that it was worth it at $1,297. Why would it not be worth it at $99? This is a no-brainer. I'm hoping that you're already opening your phone and going to this website. You should be able to click it right here. If you cannot click it, let me know. I'm going to drop it in the chat, and I will send you the email with this as well, with the link. I'm not sure actually if you'll be able to click this on here or not. Let me drop it in the chat. Okay, I'll just send it in an email. How's that? There we go. So that was kind of the end of that. But guys, it's a no-brainer. Am I right? I mean, you were convinced that when it was at $1,297 that this was something that would make sense, right? You get started today, you have the sales funnel, you have the coaching call and the whole coaching process with a live coach. You have click-by-click training to build your sales funnel. And you can go back and revisit that and make as many funnels as you freaking want, right? You're not only stuck on that one funnel. I mean, go make 1 million funnels, right? We have everything laid out for you. We have advanced training if you want to dive into even more and more, like when it gets into like business tax and all that stuff. We have that all available. We have investment training when you once you start making money. We're kind of a one-stop shop. I don't get into that because that's not important right now. What's important is getting you that first 10K month, right? That 20K month, even like a 5K month. How life-changing would a $5,000 month be? Would $1,000 a day be? Would you spend more time with your kids? Would $1,000 day in the month, you make an extra grand. Is that going to allow you to go to maybe one of your kids' games that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to go to because you were at work? Would you maybe like to take someone out on a date that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to do with that extra $1,000 a day or $1,000 a day? Little things like that can add up and become big things, right? And when it's $1,000 in a month, it turns into 4, it turns into 6, turns into 10 to 15 to 20 to 30. Guys, the education's there, the training's there, the mentorship is there. Deep dive coaching process and coaching call, click by click training for the entire sales funnel and more. I mean, there's email marketing training in there. There's storytelling training. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. And then also the mentorship with me And those couple of books I'm going to send anyone who gets started by, I mean, the books alone are like $20 each, you know, or something like that, 10, 15 to 20 bucks. So, I mean, even there, that's like half the value. This is a no-brainer. I'm going to send you that link with it. I'm going to put the link in right here. HTTP, boom, boom, go dot. Boom. So there's the link, guys, in the chat. I'm also going to send this replay tomorrow. This is recording. And I'm going to send this out in an email tomorrow. Guys, go ahead, click that. Click the link there. Head over, get started. Shoot me an email saying you got started. Say, hey, I saw your webinar on Thursday night, or on, you know, I caught the replay, and I'm freaking in. Excuse my French. I'm freaking in. I'm ready. Let's jump on a Zoom in game plan. Okay. I know you can do it. So with that, guys, I hope that you take action and really apply what I've kind of gone over today. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. All right. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.